What is up, my little Deinos? Vepsis here, your coach of the HYDREIGON, and we are back for the APA Academy Week 2 battle when we go up against Shayquaza and his team being the Dallas Starmies. Make sure to check him out, his YouTube channel will be down below in the description. And the matchup what we have in hand you can see above my face cam. And now let's go very briefly my team before I hit up with my opponent and we get this battle going. And we are gonna be starting this off with my G-Max Gengar here, and I'm gonna be running pretty much the same set actually from last week, but the spread was different for this particular matchup. But the moveset is still dual stab, Dazzling Gleam and Energy Ball. Dazzling Gleam is there just to ensure a Oko as a G-Max form versus a Kyurem for example, or the Girder for example. And I can also pop a Blastoise as well if I need to with Energy Ball as G-Max. And if it happens to be a Shell Smash variant, I should be able to leave any one hit once I get into G-Max form, and then I can blow it back with the Energy Ball. So that's basically the Gengar, nothing too special there. Obviously it has to hold a ball as usual, cause every single G-Max form throughout the season has to run some sort of like catching ball. And for us it's a Master Ball cause I used it week 1 and this thing performed pretty well. So now I'm paranoid to have to run it every single time with that thing. But that's not here and there. Let's move on to my Choice Banded Mamoswine. What I'm gonna be bringing this week. It's gonna be also Adamant Nature as well. So we're gonna be doing so much damage versus his team, cause his ground immunity is Claydol, which obviously is not gonna switch into me. So barring that and barring his bug types, which are primary his ground resist or Flapple, he doesn't really enjoy taking me on. And for the bug types I have the Rock Slide, but primarily I see myself clicking Earthquake on this matchup, and it's able to two-shot so many things. And I do have some sort of Volturn Core paired with Mamoswine as well, which we are gonna be covering next, which hopefully gives us more momentum options to get this one in for free, and then we just click buttons and just break his walls down and go from there. But that's going to be the Mamoswine. Next up is gonna be another Restox Snorlax, but I really love this set because I'm running a Gentle Nature Snorlax with a bit of speed, a lot of special attack, in order that I 2-hit KO guaranteed a max HP Doublade with Fire Blast. And because it has no guard, I won't be missing it. So I hope that this comes in work, and it's probably most fun Snorlax spreads that I have ever done, even though I hate the natures of Lax and Gentle Natures, which lowers one of your defense to boost the other one. I never want to have those, but on this particular matchup it just made sense because I need plus Bedef Nature to be able to take on Kyurem a lot easier than I could be able to do otherwise. So that is going to be the Snorlax. The next member of our team is gonna be likely Cobalion with Flash Cannon, Volt Switch, Stealth Rocks and Reflect, and this is primarily there to slow down his own G-Max in Flapple, and with Reflect it actually helps me out quite a bit throughout this matchup because I have a lot of special bulk on my team naturally, and you're gonna be seeing that I'm gonna be also bring Assault Vest Hatrini as my final member of the team. So I kind of figure that because I can manage these special attackers so well, the Reflect is really nice on Cobalion to slow down the G-Max more, but also some of his lower or middle tier physical attackers that he does happen to have on his team that I do have to watch out for as well. So having the Reflect for 8 turns will be really nice. Getting Stealth Rocks and be able to Volt Switch around will be really nice option for my bigger breakers of my team, like the Gengar and the Mamoswine for example. And then we are gonna be bringing out Choice Scarf HYDREIGON. Even though I have brought Choice Scarf HYDREIGON back-to-back weeks, in this particular matchup it just made sense because it enables me to outspeed a +1 Kyurem because it learns Dragon Dance now, or a potential Choice Scarf set. It enables me to outspeed the Salazzo, it enables to outspeed the Ribombee, I can outspeed the Morpeko after it gets a speed, thanks to its signature move called Auraville. So it just made a lot of sense to put a Choice Scarf on it, and it's able to lure in things like Sylveon, which enables me to go into my Gengar or my Mamoswine for free and start by putting some havoc on his team. So I really do like how the HYDREIGON fits, even though I don't like always having to run Choice Scarf. But we have still 8 more weeks to go, because the APA season is gonna be actually now 10 weeks instead of 12. So there will be chances that I get to use other than Choice Scarf on this thing. But that's going to be the HYDREIGON, and the last member of the team is going to be that Assault Vest HYDREIGON, which I touched up briefly, but here it is, with his moveset being Training Kiss, Psychic, Mystical Fire and Giga Drain. Mystical Fire enables me to 2-hit KO easily the Doublade, especially because I'm modest nature actually. I have a good amount of speed investment to outspeed it as well, so it won't be able to hit me first if it tries to get an Iron Head or Shadow Claw off, assuming that it would outspeed naturally wise. But he won't be able to do that unless he puts a lot of speed on it, and then the final move is Giga Drain to be able to deal with the Blastoise as well, because this is one of my better switch-ins to that thing, funnily enough, which can also force it out, and it can take a +2 any hit from it, and then just do massive damage with Giga Drain, and basically beat it 1v1, and the Assault Vest is really nice to be able to check the QM as well. It can take a Rebombe and prevent Sticky Web, so I figured that HYDREIGON with Assault Vest and more offensive spread than last time actually can do really well from here, but this particular week. But that's going to be the team of 6 that I'm bringing for this battle, and now let's go and see how this battle is gonna be turning out. Alright, here we are with the battle in itself, and let's see what my opponent Shayquaza decides to bring. Hopefully I don't, by the way, butcher his name. I probably do per usual, but that's kind of like my thing in my channel, that my pronunciations are what they are with my accent. But either way, let's see what he decides to bring. He brings the Doublade, Flapple, Salazzo, Blastoise, Morpeko, and Girder. So immediately I see that no Sylveon, which is really nice. Actually, he doesn't bring any Fairy type, so HYDREIGON really goes in this matchup. He probably has to have like a very special defensive Girder or Assault Vest Blastoise to take it out, because other than that, he doesn't have really too much for it. So I really like that. And besides all that, I guess I really like my Gengar here as well. And regards to my lead, what do I like as a lead? I do have to watch out for Girder as a lead. I could lead up with my HYDREIGON, because he matchups versus everything quite well. So I think I do that. I'm gonna lead up with my HYDREIGON and go from there, because I can leave anyone hit from majority of his things. When I lead up well versus a Girder, because I could see that being a lead from his behalf. It's gonna be either Girder or Doublade, I think he feels most comfortable with compared to what I bring. But let's see what he decides to do as a lead in itself, and we just have to... Hopefully we get to turn 1 correctly. I could see, like, if he leads with Doublade, I might swap into my Cobalion, get a Reflect up and Volt Switch from there. He leads up with Corey, who is the Flapple actually, so very interesting lead. He leads with his G-Max right from the get-go, which is quite threatening, but I don't think he can OHKO me unless he goes for the G-Max move. But either way, I'm gonna swap into my Cobalion, because this is the dedicated check that I have for this. I have Reflect if he tries to set up, and I have Ice Shot priority in my Mamoswine, so I can pick it off from there, and Sucker Punch behind a Reflect should not be able to take me down, even if he happens to get to like +1, for example, if he Dragon Dances on this first turn. But I don't think he will do that. We'll see if he happens to stay in or not. Obviously I am slower than... he actually did stay in, now that I mentioned it. Yeah, he does go for the G-Max immediately. I would guess it's going to be the Grass type move, so I definitely am glad that I swapped out, because I knew that would be the only way he can really break me down. And he's gonna be going for the G-Max move of his own, and I should be able to take this on well, and I will be able to outspeed him on the following turn and go for the... Oh, he does go for the Max Airstream. That is very interesting. He does go for the speed boost immediately, but this is okay, because I do get the Reflect up first on this turn, so I should be good to go. And that Max Flying move is definitely scary, and he does go for it again, but this tells me that he shouldn't have the Sucker Punch anymore. So once I get this Reflect up, I should be pretty much good to go, and Ice Shot should be able to take this thing on, no problem at all. And now I do get my Reflect up, and now we are sitting pretty comfortably behind this. Off the chance he does anything else, or I'm able to live, I guess I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rocks here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my Rocks if I happen to somehow get a chance to get them up, but I would assume that he's gonna pick me off here, and we are gonna be see what he does. He does go for that, which is pretty okay. He is able to now basically use all of his turns to get rid of my Cobalion, but I got my Reflector for 8 turns, which is really nice, versus the Girder, versus this thing and the other things. But here he has already used 3 turns, so I have to just go into my Mamoswine, and I'm pretty sure that Ice Shot will pick you off from here on out, and I don't expect, like, he cannot run either way the Yachi Berry either, so I should not be able to worry about that. And now I'm just gonna be going for the Ice Shot and pick this thing off. He might try to swap out, which is okay, because I do have Reflect up. And basically what now means that he Gigamaxed it first, he was able to claim the 1 kill. But now I have my own Gengar in the back who can do the same thing. But before I even go into that, I just have to pick this thing off if he happens to sack it at this point and feel comfortable that it did its job as first turn of abusing the Gigamax form and get a kill. But it was a pretty cool idea that he went for that. He does reveal to have Sucker Punch, so he wasn't a setup, but now I can go for the Ice Shot and do tremendous damage, and we are gonna be just picking him off. So G-Max Flapple is gone, so Cobalion doesn't have to worry about that anymore, and I do have my Reflect up. I unfortunately don't have Stealth Rocks up, but it's pretty okay, and I don't think he brought any Hazard Setters of his own. He did bring 2 Rapid Spinners, so in the end this is gonna be hazard-free battle, which should not be too bad, and he does go into the Blastoise here. So on this turn, I think my best play is to always go into my Hadrini, because if he happens to go for Shell Smash, I can take any 1 hit, and I can go for the Giga Drain from there, and I don't think I need it for anything else. Particularly, this is just a very good Mon offensively versus him, so I'm gonna be just doing that, and let's see what he decides to do. He could be like physically defensive, or he is the Shell Smash, so he's going pretty offensive on this matchup, which is pretty okay, because I should be able to take hit from this thing, and I go for the Giga Drain and gain it all back. So we are gonna be going for Giga Drain and not worry about the slightest here. And now let's see what he decides to. I would expect to have Water type move to be his hardest hitting move to hit me, and then maybe Ice Beam and Aura Sphere perhaps. And he does reveal to have this serve, so I don't have to worry about a potential burn. So let's just take this hit. That does about half, but I can Giga Drain most of this back, and I'm gonna do significant amount of damage. He almost dropped to that Giga Drain, so I really like that, and that did a good amount of damage. So I'm happy with that, and I think now I can just go for the Training Kiss here, because it should be able to gain even more. And he definitely should be able to take this thing off. So he's gonna be going for the Surf. We should be able to take this hit, and we are able to do that. And now we just finish it off with a nice little smooth as a go away present for my Hadrini to this Blastoise, and we are able to gain that back. And we are pretty much good to go there. Anything he would, if he brings Doublade in, I'm gonna just Mystical Fire the crap out of it, just to be able to do a lot of damage to him. And if he goes into Salazzo, I Hard Swap into my Snorlax, and then I Fire Blast if he doesn't Toxic me on that particular turn. And Morpeko. Well, for Morpeko I do actually have the Reflect still up, so that should be able to enable me to live a hit, I would think. I haven't calced that, but I would guess that it allows me to live it. And I could actually go into Hydreigon now thinking about it if he goes into that. But he does go into the Salazzo, so here basically what I'm gonna be doing is that I'm gonna go into my Snorlax immediately on this turn, and after that, depending on what he does, I might actually go for a hard Fire Blast play, expecting a Doublade to come in, because Doublade is very free switching to me, and I would assume that that would be his initial play. He could always go into Girder, but that's okay. But well, let's see what he does. He is Substitute on this, which is very interesting. He might be the Substitute. Yeah, this screams to me to be the Toxic Shenanigans set, which is okay. And Body Slam is gonna be able to break your sub, and I have Red Stock just in case if he would be this kind of set. He is Will-O-Wisp over that, so that's interesting. But I would like to think I still break a Substitute. Like, you're only a Salat, so unless you're very bulk invested, like, I'm still attacking quite hard. And even if he doesn't, I just go for the rest or just another attacking move. Yeah, I still break the Substitute, which is pretty nice. So that's good from there. I might just go for the Fire Blast hard on this, because I know I can break this thing substitute. So even if he would do that, I should be good to go. So I'm gonna go for the hard Fire Blast and hope that I see Dewblade in front of me coming into this attack. And we should be good to go from there. I could have tried to preserve it or swap into my Hadrini, I guess, but I don't know exactly that what is going to be his initial response to this, but he does swap out. Please be, it's not going to be the Dewblade. Yeah, I know he calls his Dewblade the Mogwai, which I can appreciate. He is man of culture, how I could say, because I am a big fan of Mega Mogwai back in the day. So I'm happy to see from his week 1 battle that was his name. But now, this is a tough turn, because he could try to predict me on this turn if I go into my Hadrini, but I don't think he really would go for Earthquake here. He could go for the Poison Jab here. So I think I want to hard... This is gonna be very risky play, but I'm gonna be going hard Gengar and Gigamax on this turn. So let's see. Hopefully he does an Earthquake on this turn. But I'm gonna be banking on he clicks Poison Jab if he tries to predict, or just Fighting Move to hit what is in front of him. He does go for the Bulk Up, so immediately I'm gonna Gigamax on this turn. I'm not gonna mess up with his setup anymore, and it's time for me to mess you up. I have Max Starfall just for you, and even if you happen to be Max Special Defense, that means that you cannot OHKO me back, and I'm gonna definitely blow you back with 2 hits from here. And if you don't really have a good Fairy resist on this attack, so I'm able to go for 1 Fairy type Gigamax move or Max move or whatever you would call it, the Max Starfall basically on this turn. If he survives it barely, and that enables me to go for a Max Ghost move on the following turn, but he does stay in. So ideally, because I am Modest Nature this week and almost like Max Special Attack, I'll have like 236 or something like that, which I thought was proper benchmark to get my attacks. Let's do this, Demon Gengar. We are gonna be absolutely nuke the shit out of this thing, and he should not be able to OHKO me back. So if I can get rid of this thing, it's gonna be very, very, very nice for my team. He is max especially defensive, so that's pretty good to know. But that should be okay. Let's see what he's gonna be going for. He might have the Earthquake to hit the hardest on me, or High Force Power, which is also okay. And because of that, I think I just go for a... I'm gonna actually check it very quickly now. Gengar. G-Max versus Girder. I don't like to do on Calcs at this point of time, but he is probably specially defensive. Yeah, that's specially defensive, so my Max Ghost move should be able to take you out. It does like 45 at least, so I'm gonna be going for that, just in case if you happen to swap out on this turn. And I can trap whatever would come into me. So I'm gonna be going for the Max Terror, and this should be the end of the Girder, and that's really good because my remaining of the members barring Hadrini were actually really fighting weak. So that's really good that I was able to eliminate that Girder. And I still think I have 1 turn remaining, and he does go into the Salat, so he's gonna be going for the Substitute, which is actually fine. Because I do want to make sure that I break the Substitute, and I think what I will do here is that I'll just go for the... Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Max Terror. I don't think I know what he's up to for a fast Substitute, but it's perfectly fine. I could have gone for the Poison type move, because it still should be able to break this up and get Max Special Attack, but this is okay. Because I think this means that he should be trapped still on this turn, even though I hit his Substitute. So this means that he should not be able to do any kind of double, which is really nice. And now I can just pretty much safely swap into my Snorlax, and I'm gonna be going for the Fire Blast yet again, I think, predicting the Dewblade to come in. But right now, let's just make the hard play. If he's able to swap out, then I know better that max moves don't always guarantee, like the signature move doesn't allow me to trap Salat, so if he has the substitute out, but I wouldn't think it works like that, or he happens to stay in regardless. He does go for the flamethrower, so that is probably he might still be dual stab, which would make most sense that he would be that, and he might also actually be he could maybe still have toxic, so he might still be dual status, but I would feel like he is dual stab on this thing. And what I'm gonna be doing is that I'm gonna click the plus, see what he has left. He has the Morpeko, Doublade, and this. So I'm gonna be going for the Fire Blast. I bank on the fact that he does go into the Doublade. Hopefully this is the Doublade. I'm like, I really wanna catch this thing. It's gonna be the Morpeko, man. God damn it, I wanted to catch the other thing, and I'm not even landing this. He knows already that I revealed this, but I still wanted to go for it. But this is okay, because I don't think Morpeko gets anything to hit me on my HYDREIGON, so I should be still good to go. And he's gonna be going the hangry mode. I love Morpeko. It's such a weird mode, because you would think it's really bad because it's like a Pikachu clone and very poor stats. But its signature move is really cool what it has. And it has pretty cool utility moves like Parting Shot, which I could see happening. It's a rapid spinner. And the Aura Wheel, and the fact that it changes form is pretty cool. So, big fan of Morpeko, but I don't think he should be able to touch my HYDREIGON with anything. And let's see what he's gonna be doing. And he's gonna be going for that. That does a shitload of damage. Let's see. Yeah, you're a life orb, Morpeko. So, alright. Let's see what is going to be your initial play here. I could go for the Yuto, which is a super effective hit. Which would mean that I can go into this guy, because your primary hit would be now elected type move if you go for the Aura Wheel again. So I think I go for the U-turn here, because I get a super effective hit on it. And then I can go into the Mamoswine. He stays in, which is very interesting play from his behalf. But I don't think he can hit me right now too hard. And I basically get to go into my Mamoswine for free. So I'm gonna be doing that play, anticipating that he would be going for the Aura Wheel yet again, which is gonna be doing a lot. Nah, he does go for the Parting Shot, okay. But with the Parting Shot play that he just made, I'm still neutral attack because I'm choice banded. So I'm gonna be doing shitload to everything at this point, regardless. And I could see the Doublade coming in on this turn, but I'm gonna be staying in and go for the Earthquake. I don't allow him to set up for free. And I'm gonna nuke the crap out of it. But let's see, he does go into the Salazzo, so he does try to want to burn me here or go for the substitute. But that's perfectly fine, to be fair. Because I always have the Snorlax in the back. So I think I'll just go into Snorlax it again. He could try to go for the Will-O-Wisp again or double out. But I'm okay if he tries to do that. I can still swap into my HYDREIGON. And another U-turn would kill it at this point. And I was able to tell that I also outspeed him. So even if he tries to predict, I should be okay. And if the Doublade comes in, I'll just Fire Blast the shit out of it. I want to catch that thing with that hit. And now he does go for the Flamethrower yet again. And let's see. I could go for the Body Slam this time around, which would be kind of well, I could see him actually swapping into Morpeko, but I still feel like I can go for the... I want to go for... I'm still very, very adamant about catching that Doublade, so I'm gonna go again for this. I feel like now this is gonna be the turn that he pulls the trigger, cause the Morpeko is so low. And if I just land this Fire Blast, I still think I killed the Morpeko, because I have a good amount of special attack investment and it's so low on health. So please let me get this right. If you stay in, go for the substitute, that's fine. I get up a rest on this turn. I'll go for the Body Slam. I'm still okay. And let's see if I can actually break the substitute, because even though this is a resistant, I have a lot of special attack. Nah, I'm not gonna break the substitute, but that's okay, because at the worst case scenario, I can always rest up and gain the health back. And he's not doing too much to me, because I have Thick Fat on my Snorlax. And maybe he doesn't actually have the... he might not have the Poison Stab after all, because he hasn't hit me yet with it. But let's see if now he finally does go for it. So he was preserving it all this time. I don't know why he didn't hit me with that earlier, because it would be doing a little bit more. But I do go for the Body Slam, and this definitely is going to break your sub, which is nice. And even if he goes for the substitute, he's weakening himself down to the point that I'm gonna Dark Pulse sweep with my HYDREIGON very soon. So I'm okay what he's doing right now. Cause he's basically only Dark Resist being more Pico is so low on health. Doublade is not gonna enjoy the Dark Pulse coming from HYDREIGON. So now I think I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast. I still have few left, but I do really want to catch. Nah, he is staying in. He is not allowing me to catch that thing with that move, but it's okay. Let's see how much I can actually do to this thing. Hopefully do a good amount of chunk, and I do a decent amount of that chunk to him. So that's pretty cool. And let's see. I still should be a good amount of range that I could go for a Body Slam yet again. But I could also go for the rest here and see what he would go from there. Because then I could honestly hard swap into this. But let's see. I think I Body Slam first. I feel like he's gonna attack me or go for the substitute. Yeah, he goes for the substitute, so he's gonna wear himself down with that, and basically he's leaving himself even more weaker. Like right now, what I'm seeing this is that I'm gonna be sweeping with my HYDREIGON eventually. Like it's available at this point, and I don't think the Doublade should be able to bring it back for him, even with the Shadow Sneak shenanigans, because my HYDREIGON can definitely take a +2 Shadow Sneak if he gets the chance to get that one up. And now he's probably gonna be trying to attack me, so I could go for the rest right now. And pretty much try to secure the win. Right, I'm gonna go for the rest right now, see that how he will, because he's probably gonna be going for the attack, and I can live this hit. Oh, I can live it. What? Okay, I miscalled all those slot waves in my head, like how much they would be doing, but this is okay. Because I think right now what I can do is that I just go into my HYDREIGON, lock myself into Dark Pulse, and that pretty much should be the game at that point. Because he should not be able to beat me with the Doublade anymore. And from there on out, like I'm basically forcing Doublade to attack me. If it somehow happens to live my Dark Pulse and I don't happen to get a flinch, the more Pico won't be taking me at all. And I feel like we should have it right now with HYDREIGON. So HYDREIGON might actually get a 3 kills here, so I'm really happy about that being potentially the case. And I do go for the Dark Pulse. I outspeed it because I'm Choice Golf, and that should be the end of the Salat. So, but I'm really sad this Snorlax really didn't pan out as I was hoping for. Maybe I should have not pulled the trigger at the first attempt, but I was really anxious of doing that. But now he does go into the more Pico, which I don't think you're gonna be living this hit, my guy. I don't think. I know this is a resisted hit, but you're more Pico after all, right? You're not that bulky. And I knew you were life up, so you're not kind of weird assault vest and gonna barely live this on one. So we are gonna be able to take the more Pico, and now the Doublade has to come in. And I would like to think I kill it, unless I get a very low roll, or he happens to be special defensive. But if he's special defensive bested, he's not going to likely OCO me back unless he has like close combat. Sacred Sword might kill me, but that's kind of give and take. Like either he's gonna live this hit and there's a better chance for me to live the Sacred Sword back, or I'm gonna be able to likely kill it if he's a max HP and max attack. But let's see. Come on, HYDREIGON, get the last kill, and there it is, I believe, and there goes down the Doublade. So HYDREIGON, my favorite one, is able to clean that game up. Good game to Shayquaza. He brought a very interesting team with very like a hyper offense, like sort of like he went just really turn 1 he started to go with offensive button. He didn't have too many like a defensive pivots that he really ended up having, and all of those had some sort of setup. So cool team that he decided to bring, and we are able to move on. I believe we won this 4-0 fashion, so we are gonna be 2-0 and +10 after this week. I don't remember my next week's opponent, but stay tuned for that, and make sure to check out my Wednesday's upload regards to the UBL versus Aaron. I don't actually know how that battle turned out because I'm actually playing this before that, and I'm gonna literally be playing that probably in a few minutes after this if Aaron is already good to go to play with me. So that is going to be all. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out the UBL battle and stay tuned for the following weeks from this league and for that. So subscribe if you are new, leave a like if you enjoyed this. But until next time, I'm gonna be seeing you guys later.